teed up. And away we go from NRG Stadium. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Ready? 19, 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Motioning him from the slot right.
Ready?
Ward taken right to the air. And his first pass falls incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Unlock line. Unlock line. Here we go. Hey, check that. Check that. Street.
They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Perhaps a little misplaced sense of urgency on their opening drive. We'll find out together, and they're going for this from their own side.
Go.
Trying to get it on the keeper. Galloping inside the 40. He is down to the 30-yard line. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on 4th down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Check. Bobcat. Check. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Bronco.
First down throw here for Ward. Escapes the pocket. That first down throw is going to wind up incomplete. Defender in the area making a nice play on the football. Now it's 2nd down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10.
Come on. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Texans are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. I gotta imagine facing a defense in the bottom half of the league had these guys excited, Brock. But cue the old record scratch sound effect as that defense forces an opening drive turnover.
Yeah, just a reminder for this quarterback that decision-making each and every week is at a premium, and don't look at the stats. Study your opponent.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. First carry now, this is Bashal Tutu. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Connects here with Jalen Noel. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's down to almost, actually going to give him the 30 here. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, Drew, I love that.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. Buying some time right. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Well, that throw just gets away from the quarterback a little bit, and he couldn't stay in the field to play. It's tough to blame him, though. He's got to leave the pocket, and he really had some tough circumstances to try and push that one down the field.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set.
From the gun is Purdy. Has it down close. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans don't need long to take a 6-0 lead.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early. Put a fear of God into this defense.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25.
Ready, set.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Warrior 7, ready.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Ward off the play fake. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Texans take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All set to go now from the 35. First down throw by Purdy. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Coverage defensively by Nick Herbig.
Get set, get set. What's up?
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Caught by Theo Johnson. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Tootin gets it from the gun. And He won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's fourth down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Will Reichert now to try the field goal. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. Reichert connects there. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
A defensive kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Go.
To throw is Hooker. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle.
Positive of that effort. He didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, he didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Viking, 18.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Forced out to his right. That one's complete. Amari on Hampton. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. Jared Verse on the tackle.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Okay, ready? Let's go.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. It's a 10-0 ball game. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll begin the quarter with 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Nabbed by Warren. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To throw, Hooker. Going with a screen to Hampton. Works his way to the 35. And he's all the way down the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Flushed out of the pocket. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Hampton now up the middle. He's hitting friggin' backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. So the run goes backwards What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Get it!
Third and long for him here. Throw is caught. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical third down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
Katie York now on for the field goal. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. York knocks it through, and that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now it's Purdy. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake. Purdy. On the move, hit it right. He's running with it.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
Purdy looking to throw. Caught on the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings 3rd down.
Incomplete. Malik Mustafa on the coverage.
On the give, it's Tootin. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Throwing from the gun here. And he's got it to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 13-point lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans double their lead to 14.
Will Reichard to kick off.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. So we're down inside of 2 minutes remaining now in our first half. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Panther 60. Ready.
Now Hooker. Completes it downfield to Pearsall. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield strike. So 20 yards on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
That's complete to Alec Manor. And they make the tackle at the 38. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. There's Hooker. Hits him on the out route. And he nearly gets him another first down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time. And what a hit there. Ouch. She faced the press for moving the chains that time. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Shotgun give to Hampton. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
From the gun, it's Hunt. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Let's go now. Go.
Hooker to throw. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Raiders make it a one-score game before halftime. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the Raiders cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Play action now with Purdy. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They've got first down here from the 36. Looking to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here's the final play of our first half.
Get set. Get set.
Second down give to Tootin. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. It's all set to send this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. And off to Tootin. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
First down, Purdy to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's going to end up out of bounds well short of that line, so the defense credited with a sack.
You know, in that situation, as hard as it is and everything flying around you, you just got to get rid of the ball. You got to know where you are, not just wide receivers that always got to know the boundary. Running backs and quarterbacks do. Looked like we saw a little bit of panic. Hits going out for the sack.
Finds his running back. This is Bayshul Tootin. And he's taken down at the 30. Giving an 18-yard pickup there. And it'll be first down, Houston.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Purdy on first down. Throwing the out route complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Gain of 15 there. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Watch out. Start.
Inside give here for Tootin. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not only sinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Texans double their lead to 14. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. First and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Trying for the deep ball. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away, and that's going to send it back to the line for second.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Ready.
Now here's Hooker. He's loaded another one up. A little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. It sets up third down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception than just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
To the air on third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
10-yard loss on the play. 3 and out.
19, 18.
Before they can run a play on fourth down, we have a timeout. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. 4th and forever coming up. They're going for this. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he's going to score. Pick 6, touchdown, Houston. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Red. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
On the counter, it's Hampton. There he goes on the right side. 40. At the 20. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run. But you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Stout all set to send this one away. Cordero Patterson now to return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
They'll start this series with an option left. And that's good for a gain of 5. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Here's the backup. First throw. The throw left side finds Johnson. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him.
Striker.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Trouble, 38. Check,
On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
Ready.
And they've been doing it.
Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. Now he's past the 25. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get 37 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Purdy setting up that play action. Vacates quickly left side. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans break their lead to a 3-score advantage. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping the tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Defense perhaps a little too worried about the pass there, partner, and as a result, they're able to run it in for 2.
It really becomes a numbers game down here. And you see a lot of teams employ this, right? If there's numbers there against the pass, we're going to be committed to running. If they stack the box, we've got to be willing to throw it. In this case, it was a numbers advantage and the simplest path for 2 points.
Starting from the 5. Oh, he eats a hit to bring it into that, right near the 25-yard line. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Here we go, set.
To throw, Hooker. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And he's going to score. Pick 6, touchdown, Houston. That pick 6 ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. And that's for an offense who just threw the interception. Heading right back out there, you better flush it fast.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans grow their lead yet again.
Raiders 18.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hampton, open the drive. And powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's Raiders football, but really just counting down the moments at this point. This game's gotten out of hand. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. Cavity Lions.
Back to Hampton. Through the 2nd level at the 40. Along the sideline inside the 25. There it is. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders putting up points in a game decided.
Okay, we are watching a showman put on an absolute show. What a day for this running back. Let me give you the first to tell you. It's about the guys up front, receivers blocking outside, and the electricity of his legs.
Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Come on, set.
Johnson up the middle. And they try to Power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Yellow. Hey.
They'll go play action. Escapes the pocket. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. That's dropped underneath. Tootin. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Running from the pistol, it's Tootin. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Blitz is there, and he goes down. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down. Will Reichert now to try the field goal. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they push their lead to 23.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? 3. Hold it, 19. Ready.
To the gun. Here's Hampton. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open. A little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gets some more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Come on. Hit.
They kick the running back in motion. Throw here, 3rd down. Forced out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. So timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down. It's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance.
Let's go. Gotta be lying.
Desperation time here. On the move, headed right. They get in for the first. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, partner. Talk about a huge play there to extend this drive.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop? We're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
So first down from the 41.
Dragon 60. Two.
Hooker will look to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, and even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Trap 60, trap 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Panther 11, Panther 11. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
Throw on 2nd and 10. Trying to push deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Ready?
First and 10 at the 47.
He's going to throw it again. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. Let's set this up quick.
It's a gain of 20. And an ultimate first down.
Still sticking with the passing game. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually the only option left was to throw it away.
They are throwing it again. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Man in motion here.
18, Pioneer. Mustang 19.
3rd and long for him here. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of 22
Panther 60, 19 Wyatt.
First down. First and
60
goal.
Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Working inside the red zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders making the scoreboard look a touch better. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Now the Raiders getting set for another 2-point conversion try.
Lightning victorious, 70. Go.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he reaches the end zone on that 2-point try, Brock. This is going to cut it to a 2-score game now. Down 15.
Raiders 34.
Stout all set to send this one away. Patterson now to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. It connects down the sideline. And he's out of bounds, so that clock is going to stop Brock, but it's not going to matter. They've got the first down. This game is over.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion.
pass it here. He's going to push one deep down the right. And it's incomplete. Kept the pedal down, though, the whole way. Still taking shots until the very last play. So it's a win for the Texans. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.